There is one habit, just one, that separates people who transform their lives from people who stay exactly where they are. And it's not motivation, it's not talent, it's not intelligence. It's something far simpler, far quieter, and far more powerful. A habit so overlooked that most people never realize it's the reason their life feels stuck. But if you build it, truly build it, your life will shift in ways you can't even imagine. The habit is this: doing what you said you would do, long after the feeling you said it in has disappeared. Most people don't have a life problem. They have a consistency problem. They start with excitement, then stop when the excitement fades. They move when they feel inspired, then quit when they feel tired. Their entire life is controlled by emotion instead of intention. And because their emotions change every day, their life never changes at all. Every dream, every goal, every transformation depends on one question: can you follow through when your feelings try to stop you? Because that is the habit that builds discipline. That is the habit that builds character. And that is the habit that builds the future you want. Think back to all the times you said, "Tomorrow I'll start. This week I'll change. This time it will be different." You meant it when you said it. You believed it. But the next day came, and nothing happened. Not because you were weak, not because you were incapable, but because you were depending on motivation, something that never lasts. The people who change their lives don't rely on feeling ready. They rely on doing it anyway. That's the habit that changes everything. Imagine who you would become if you simply kept the promises you made to yourself. Imagine the confidence you'd build if every day you could trust your own word. Imagine the life you'd create if you stopped starting over and finally stayed consistent. The version of you that you're trying to become isn't built by huge dramatic changes. It's built by one small commitment repeated day after day until it becomes unbreakable. When you show up on the days you don't feel like it, your identity shifts. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and become someone who follows through. You stop being controlled by your moods and start being guided by your mission. And once you become that person, doors start opening, opportunities, discipline, strength, clarity. Life rewards those who show up consistently, even when no one is watching. But consistency isn't just about routines. It's about respect, self-respect. Every time you break a promise to yourself, a part of you stops believing in your own potential. But every time you keep a promise, even a small one, your belief grows. You start proving to yourself that change is not just possible, it's happening. This habit, the habit of follow through, creates momentum. And momentum creates transformation. The first day feels hard. The second day feels annoying. But by the 10th day, the 15th day, the 20th day, something shifts. You no longer fight your old self. You outgrow it. You no longer struggle to start. You struggle to stop. The habit becomes who you are. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You don't need to be motivated every day. You just need to choose one thing you want to become and follow through with it long enough for the world to feel the difference. Wake up, recommit, and move. Even when you're tired, even when it's boring, even when nobody sees the effort you're putting in. Because every tiny act of consistency is shaping a future version of you, stronger, sharper, disciplined, unstoppable. Your life doesn't change when you make a promise. Your life changes when you keep it. So choose one habit, one action, one commitment, and practice it every single day until it becomes part of your identity. This is the habit that rebuilds your confidence, rewires your mind, and reshapes your destiny. The one habit that can change your entire life is simple. Do what you say you will do every single day, especially when you don't feel like it. Master that, and there is nothing in this world you cannot build, cannot become, cannot achieve. Today is the day you begin. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today.